Well, we have a question from Sam. When I'm home, I have a home gym with the essentials and more strongman stuff. I can't run an actual program for more than 2 weeks since I do 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. Of what? Is that like a work issue? Okay. I do what I can when I can at work, and if I'm near a weight room, I always stop by, even after 18 hours of work. Do you have any advice for shift workers and traveling workers like myself? Do you have advice for shift workers and traveling workers like myself? Yeah, when I travel, I always bring a glute loop from Brett Contreras, and I do very very focused push-ups. Very often I'll try to put, it can be something as simple as a book or something like that on my hands here when I push up, so that when I have a lift on my index and thumb, it seems to give me a better shoulder position, so I don't feel like I'm ripping. Very strict push-ups. I do hip thrusts with the glute band, and I do clamshells, and then I walk as much as I can. If you go to my danjohn.net, type in Lifetime Warrior Workout or something like that, and there's a workout you can do on the road there too. But for me, it's, get what you can. Generally, I don't lift weights on the road, and the reason I stopped doing that a couple years ago is now that I travel to Europe, Australia, Korea, Japan, Okinawa, those flights take its toll on me. So I'm very careful about getting in the weight room and throwing weights up. Not that I think I'm going to get hurt, but all you need is a tiny bit of soreness on an 18-hour flight, and it manifests itself into a lot of problems. Okay? What is a good book to learn anatomy? Well, I like Meyer's book, Anatomy Trains. It's a little bit more than just anatomy. He goes into his whole theory of slings and things like that, and that's why I like that. My usual joke is I never studied anatomy because when I was 14, I already figured out what I liked. And what is a book you always find yourself recommending? Yeah. Sword in the Stone. These are that great author Dan John and all of his books that are in translation. I think he's brilliant. John Jerome's Wrestling Encyclopedia. Well, yeah, you couldn't get that book. You can't get that book. I'm a big fan of Pavel's Power to the People. Maybe not. Maybe it's not focused enough for a lot of people. Pardon me. It's over focused on two things, so it kind of gets you away from a lot of other. And then of course Tommy Kono's book, if you can get it, Weightlifting Olympic Style. I just think that is a dynamite book. In my collection here, I'm in the hundreds of weightlifting books. Up here is thousands of magazines, and so for me, it's when I recommend Tommy Kono's book, Pavel's book, Jerome's book, you got to understand that there's so many. I'm just walking away so many other good books. There's just so many, and I apologize. Of course, I like, if you can find it, Steve Ilg's Total Body Transformation. You might even want to watch my YouTube video on resources. I hope that helped, and thank you so much.